Alright, yeah, welcome back to the final episode in the long-loved series of SuperMadLad Plays Jumpstart event. So we're going to jump right on in for the final one. So a bit of a sad episode, I guess, that we have to end it off here. So hopefully we get 2 packs that we've never used before. I know that we've got a fair few long lists of things. Mostly the reds we never really played much of. I think it was mostly because I heard that they were trash and therefore I always favoured anything else over them. But we also didn't get the 5-colour one. I haven't got the Liliana pack yet either. There's quite a fair few things actually that I'd really love to see here. Okay, we've got nothing new. I might go for Rogues because I think it's got Gonti in it and I do want Gonti. I don't know what lands has got that I want. And I think Discarding's got Tiny Bones. But other than that, don't know. I can craft Tiny Bones. Then again, Gonti is a rare, not a mythic. Maybe I should go for Discarding. I want Rogues more. And, well, we did want some red action here. I think we're going to go with Seismic over Smashing. I'm literally picking this based off of the art, and I think I like this mountain more than this mountain. This one just actually looks like a mountain. This looks like a rock that is on fire. So we're going to go with Seismic and see how we do. We did get the Gonti. Seismic Rogues. Let's have a look-see. So this one's, I think, all about elementals and burn damage from the red side. So we've got Seismic Elemental, 5 mana, 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, creatures without flying can't block this turn. So it's a cool finisher if we've got a setup board ready to go. Cinder Elemental, never seen this one before. 4 mana, 2/2. Sacrifice it, deals X damage to any target. Oh, so that's another finisher. We got Gonti, obviously. He enters the battlefield. He looks at the top 4 cards of your opponent's library, puts one into your exile zone face down, and then you get to cast it and use it as though it was mana of any color. Got some removal. Audacious Thief is a little bit of card draw. When this dies, put a counter on a creature you control. We do have Una's Blackguard as well, which does like counters. Each other rogue you control enters the battlefield with an additional counter on it. And whenever a creature with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card, so it's very nice. We've got a bit of Death Touch and Lifelink. This card I remember being absolute garbage, but if you can get it in with Blackguard with a counter, you can get some discarding going. Lavamancer. It's just any cards. I thought this was just instant no sorceries. It's a little bit better, I suppose. It's a nice card in general, but yeah, Spitting Earth, very solid removal. Deals damage equal to the number of mountains you control. We do have 7, so a max of 7. Could be a little bit higher, but you know what, is what it is. Magma Quake deals X damage to each creature without flying and each planeswalker. We do have a lot of flyers in Blackguard and the Nightshade Stinger. I think that's really about it, actually. Oh, we got Nocturnal Feeder and Volcanic Geyser as well. X damage to any target. So we got lots of ways of finishing off the game. Nice and late game. So we'll see what we can do. Yeah, most of our burn also hits players, which is cute. We'll see what we can do with it. But yeah, if you do enjoy the content, then make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get to it. This video is brought to you by the generous support of our wonderful patrons and channel members that you see here. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to cool content like sneak peeks, bonus videos, polls on future content, or access to a personal deck critique from myself every month, then hit the join button down below, or check out the Patreon link in the description. With all that said, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, we're in. We have a flashy 2/1. It's a shame that we don't have a mountain, because otherwise turn 1 Grim Lavamancer would have been okay. I mean, it's just a 1 mana 1/1, so it's not the end of the world, but, you know, actually being able to get in with these things on time is typically quite nice. And we really want to have something to stop the Blood Rock Cyclops from just immediately trading with a 3/4 that our opponent will play. So who knows? We shall see. Otherwise, the hand's it's just fine. It's not great. It's not great at all. We just want lands. Just give me lands. Yeah, because this is going to be swinging in on our turn 4, so we're not going to have finishing blow ready to go unless we find the Mana Geode that is in this Seismic deck. It's an odd combination for this deck, for this 2-pack combo. I don't think they necessarily synergize very well, but I have said that about a fair few decks from Jumpstart, and they've just kind of really overperformed over what I would expect them to do. So we'll have to see. Things like Stab Wound are just very good as well. Stick this on a creature that won't die, and then that's just a nice little bit of 2 damage constantly pinging your opponent. It's very lovely. If you can find like a 2/3 to stick it on so it's a 0/1 that just very much hurts our opponent. Alright, so they've got Thriving Bluff, so they're on a red deck. They're actually on Smashing, the pack we did not pick. Oh boy, we missed our land drop. Alright. So I think it goes without saying we've probably lost. We are now on the draw. Onaki Ogre. Oh, thank Christ. Let's see. So, definitely they won't be trading here. That is great. Love it. That's fine. Never in a million years would I have expected that to happen. I think we're just going to go with Lawless Broker here, because if it dies, we get to put a counter on the Bloodrock Cyclops. Make that a 4/4 that has to attack each combat. It's a little bit more appropriate. Turret Ogre for our opponent. Yeah, let's just make sure to get something out there that can trade. I think you want to actually... Yeah, you want to trade a 3/2 for a 4/3, of course. Opponent wouldn't block. And there they go, blocking again. So, I think what we've got here from our opponent is a classic case of the player who doesn't use their life total as a resource. I think they defend their life at all costs, which means we get to trade upwards. Fanatic of Mogus. You see, if they have just used their life total, that would have done more than 1 damage. But, that being said, we are now down trading with the Mogus, since we didn't draw a land for the finishing blow here, which would have been great. But yeah, we get to Audacious Thief into Grim Lavamancer, I suppose. Which at the end of the day is not too bad. Yep. Alright. Why? I guess we can go with the Stinger instead. Whatever. I was kind of just going to use this to shock our opponent's creatures, but is what it is. Go with the Stinger instead. That is a big brute. Land, please. You kidding me? Alright, well, fine. It doesn't particularly do anything of note. I'm just going to go with Lavamancer, I think. Swing for 1, because it can't block. So we have the finishing blow on the Pit Brute should we need it. We probably will. Stab Wound. Make it a 2/3. I feel more inclined to allow that to be the case, rather than just killing it. So that way we even get to activate the Lavamancer as well. Yeah, I think I'm just going to give this -2/-2 and make it a really bad creature instead. So it is not worth blocking necessarily when we're dealing more damage than it is. It's something we can block with a 0/4 down the line as well. So, opponent loses 2 life. Heartfire Immolator. It's annoying. We will take the 2. It's got Menace. We can block it anyway. Alright, so if I was to point at the Immolator, it would be able to kill in reverse. I think I'm just going to point at our opponent's face. I think we'll be able to race them here. We don't have any reanimation, as far as I'm aware. So, 2 to our opponent's face, and then we'll make them pay to kill our Lavamancer instead of us pointing it there and them killing it in response. There we go. So that works out in our favor. They're at 12, a virtual 11, a virtual 9. With the Pit Brute, we've got a Mana Geode Scry into a Molten Ravager. We're looking for, I think, one of our X spells that deals damage to players at this point. Go for the Ravager. Should be swinging in first. Now I've just tapped out and told them that I can't protect my creature. Which is bad play. It's naughty. Should be playing all of this post-combat. But I'm a silly sausage, and it's a habit that I have never, ever managed to break myself out of. Opponent takes 2. Down to 9. I think Stab Wound's done the most damage out of anything we've played this game. And they didn't swing, even though they have Menace. Yeah, they're a newer player. They have to be. Absolutely have to be a new player. But I'll take my wins however I can get them, I guess. Alright. So, Bone Pit Brute. Well, he's getting flung. Fair enough. We have a 2-4, or 3-4 actually. Another Unaki Ogre. I think we kill that. So we can swing with the Ravager. Yeah. Lots of 4Xs from our opponent. Another land doesn't do me much good. Activates. 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 Yeah, if that had been a mountain, it would have been actually good, but it wasn't. So we got all the mana in the world. Our opponent now has a blocker. Spitting Earth. Equal to the number of mountains you control, which is 1. Wowee. Remember when I said this removal was good? Our draws have been terrible. Alright, well... I guess I have to just block the Ogre if they offer it up. That's fine, that doesn't change the math. It just kind of forces me to block instead. Smashing's got some big boys. Gotta say. Alright, activate. Activate. And activate. Come on, something good. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. That's how you do it, boys and girls. That's how you lose to literally anything on the opposite side of the table. Draws like this. Alright. Volcanic Fallout. 2 damage to each creature. Still not enough. Still not enough. If we get a mountain off the top, Spitting Earth plus Fallout is enough to kill the Brute. But we're getting to the point where the 2 damage to each player part of it is going to kill us as well. Oh god, please. This game is in the bag. We're actually at a lower life total, so now we can't use spells that hit each player. You know, things like Magma Quake. Oh no, this is each creature and each planeswalker. Okay, we're actually fine. We're actually fine. Pass the turn. Play pre-combat. I dare you. Do my mistake. My repeated error. Ah, dang it. Alright, so we have to do this for 5. I guess we could do it for 7, since we don't have a follow-up. That rules out any toughness boosting stuff. Come on, Cinder Elemental. Give me... just mountain. Fine. Fine, whatever. It's not death. Heartfire Immolator, sure. That can get spitting earthed. Or volcanic fallouted. In the right scenario. We don't have to worry about fling anymore, which is nice. Our opponent got rid of that. Unless they're actually... I guess they're actually smashing, aren't they? So there would be 2 flings. I mean, it's technically, theoretically possible for them to make all of these land drops without showing their other side of the deck. Unleash Fury, Fallout in response. Because they're getting a prowess trigger here, and I think they've got fling. And this is sorcery speed, so now they need to fling or lose. Or they can have any instant speed spell that's not fling. And they win here. Okay. So we know they have fling. We know it. We draw a land, because we're really good at Magic the Gathering. I'm just going to name whatever. It doesn't matter. Furious Rise. Seismic Elemental. That is enough to kill our opponent if they don't kill us. God, this game is closer than it needs to be. Any 3-drop into fling wins them the game. I cannot respond to it. Flames of the Firebrand. Probably off the top. Blocks or becomes blocked. It deals 1 damage to that creature. It's very slow. God damn. Okay. Blood Rage Brawler! It wasn't fling, it was salvo. Interesting. Alright, so we've got Magma Jet. Oh, we win. Cool. So, kill Brawler. Magma Jet, 220 target. Whatever. Swing for 2, we all know they only have a mountain. Oh my god. Whew. So, if you guys remember the last Jumpstart video, I equated that particular set of games to be about as fun as pulling teeth in terms of fighting for my victories. That one was no different, and you can tell that I'm on the same recording session, because that was painfully close. And it really didn't need to be. It really didn't need to be. Why did I have to draw so many lands when I had so many outs? At least we navigated it to the victory. I guess that's all I really can say about that situation. As long as we come out on top, I guess it's worth it. I don't know. I've cut a couple of years off my life expectancy with that one, though. The stress this game is giving me today is unbelievable. Cradle of Vitality, 4-mana enchantment. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 2, and if you do, put a counter on that creature, on target creature, sorry, for each 1 life you gained. I used to play this a lot in Kitchen Table. It's not a very good card, but it's a very fun card nonetheless. But yeah, let's go for another game, shall we? Okay, we're in. We've got turn 2 Una's Blackguard into turn 3 Rogue Gloves ready to suit it up to start drawing cards. That could be pretty good. Could be pretty good. Then we've got Lawless Broker as well that can come in with a counter. I'm going to keep this one. I mean, the likelihood is, yeah, that our opponent's got some sort of removal for the Una's Blackguard, but we kind of got to go for it nonetheless. It might actually be the case that we go for Blackguard into Lawless Broker. You really got Chandra and Grunk. Wow. Opponent is good. Alright, so we're going to go Blackguards. And watch it get killed by one of Chandra's burn spells. Which probably means we go Mountain Spitting Earth. I actually don't know. We probably do want to kill the Brush Strider in some form or another. Oraska Frilled-back. Okay. I guess I'll go with the Lawless Broker. get a counter on it. If it dies, it puts a counter on a creature, and then the blackguard can, hopefully. I think they've got removal, to be fair. The blackguard can force them to start discarding while also making us draw with maybe Rogue's Gloves. But I think he's dead. I think we're going to be Gontiing our opponent and trying to get one of their Planeswalkers. Yeah. Unfortunate, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, Gonti. Oh! Oh my god. Yeah, you gotta take the Grunk. You have to take the reason why their deck is good. You'd love to see it. Do I trade here? I've got Death Touch, so no matter how much power they can apply to it, it's dead. I've got bigger creatures, though, and we have Spitting Earth. We're going to be doing Spitting Earth. I'll take it for now. Harbinger. Can do 2 damage to any target. I can do 2 damage to any target. I can equip and swing and then take 7. That one seems like a bad idea. I think what we'll go with, just play their Grunk. Make a 3/3.
Unfortunately for you,
Pass the turn.
quite hungry.
They're quite hungry. Yes, they are. Opponent has Pillar of Flame. Goodbye, their Grunk. Into a piling. Okay. Easy double block. Love to see it. Alright, from here I can actually give the piling -1/1 and then play Rogue's Gloves. I think that's probably a pretty good application for that card. You want to leave them basically in a situation where Stab Wound sticks around, but also makes the creature you've applied it to very useless. And that can be Finishing Blows, that's fine. You only deal 2 damage with the Spitting Earth. This is getting progressively worse as time goes on. It's a very good card, but when we're talking about a multicolored deck that can't draw one of its colors, it starts looking a little bit worse. Rumbling Baloth. Opponent sends a message that they're not to be messed with. I think we go Volcanic Geyser on the Baloth. I think we just kind of have to control the game while Stab Wound does its work. 4 damage to any target. It's better than, I think, Lavamancer and take 4. Doesn't seem particularly great. Okay. One does nothing. I say they do nothing. They very much sent the message that they're not to be messed with. Alright, we got Lavamancer. I actually think I'd probably use it to draw a card over dealing the 2 damage if they don't play any creatures or we have a Spitting Earth kill. Let's see which one comes first. Well, neither. Alright, it's a 0/1 with double strike. Not even a mountain. Okay, pass the turn. We need this to deal at least 4, otherwise it's very bad, but Stab Wound's actually going to win the game for us. That's a good draw. We'll take the time as well to equip it up, because we can. We got nothing better to do. You're at 7. Can they provide a blocker? They drew a land. That's the time when you do swing, opponent. That's the time when you do swing. So we're forced to block. Oh, they're forced to block, sorry. So we might as well kill it and draw a card instead. I'm pretty sure. Take the action. Magma Jet we'll keep in hand for now. We might use it to get rid of a blocker, perhaps. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna have to use the Scry too. Creatures without flying can't block. There you go. There's the win. Very close. But ladies and gents, we got him. Stab Wound. So good. So I guess it just goes to show, getting mythic packs like, you know, the best possible hits, Chandra and Grunk, is not always what it's cracked up to be. Sometimes your opponent's cards just have that little bit more interaction, and sometimes your opponent's Gonti or Garruk so that you get to play instead. So, you know, pretty good. Pretty good. I love this card. I've always had a soft spot for it. It's another one of them kitchen table cards that I started the game with. I think it was in one of my deck builders toolkits, which were a very, very good new player experience for me. And in fact, it's kind of why I like Jumpstart so much, because we used to take the deck builders toolkits and we just used to jam colors together, which was like, it made like a 50 card deck, which is, you know, just full of random crap, but it was just 2 colors jammed together, and we used to do that all the time and then separate them out and do it all over again. It's the Jumpstart experience. It's literally how I started playing Magic, is this Jumpstart experience right now, so that's kind of why I really love it. Really, really love it. Alright, well, this deck's doing well, apparently. I wouldn't expect it to, but it is. And, yeah, let's keep going, shall we? Alright, we're in. We've got our favourite I win the game card. We got no red mana, which is typical. So we're going to keep it. I've never not had no red mana in my hand playing the red deck. It's probably why nobody picks red, because they can't draw mountains. Opponent's playing goblins. Alright, we did draw a mountain. Look at that. That's called spite, kids. The game is spiting me. That is lightning goblins. So mono red. Okay. I actually don't know if it's called lightning, but it's what I'm going to call it. Do we actually offer maybe... It's not really much of an offer of Lavamancer on Visionary, because they'll just prowess their way through it. I think I'll just play Rogue's Gloves. Next turn. I think this is only good for trading. That's really it. I think it's, in general, a pretty trash card. Alright, double Lightning Visionary. I'm guessing... Do you get 2 of these in the Lightning ones? I don't know. That's a mystery to me. Alright, well, Cyclops, see if they got 3 damage burn spells. For a start. Okay. 4 mana. The sweet spot. Can I draw some mountains? I'm happy with mountains. Just give me mountains. Loads of mountains, because I know I'm eventually going to draw Spitting Earth. And I'm going to want it. I'm going to want the mountains. So just give me them. For once. Opponent doing the math on whether or not they want to kill this Cyclops. Would suggest that they can. And they should, because if they kill it, they'll actually deal 6 damage to me. Which is solid. Yep. There he goes. There they go, winning again. Homing Lightning. 4 damage to a creature and each other creature with the same name as that creature. Fair enough. We drew a mountain. We in there, boys. We in there. I think I'm just going to have to use Stab Wound here to kill the Brute, and then Lavamancer's just going to be a blocker. Pure and simple. Just going to have to do the blocks. And yeah, I will call their bluff here. Have whatever you want. I think they knew I wouldn't block there, and they were wrong. When it dies, return an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hands. Alright, so when that dies, anything of mine dies. Gotcha. We're just going to go 0-4 and a 2-1 here. I'm going to try and save Seismic Elemental for a point where I can maybe attach the Rogue's Gloves for a card draw. And swing through for unblocked damage. I don't think we're winning this game, by any means. I think we're absolutely getting ruffle stomped. But you never know. I can see a world where we come back from this. Maybe by our opponent going all out, and then we get our... what's it called? Well, Volcanic Fallout wouldn't be it. What's the one? Magma Quake? Yeah. Draw that. Let's draw that. That's a pretty good card. Cinder Elemental. 2, 3, 4. Why does this cost 2? God dang it. Why don't they print good equipments anymore? Alright, well. Suit her up. So when it blocks or becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to that creature. So anything that blocks this dies. Yeah. Go for it. So we trade off there. They end up getting an instant back. It's not really much of a trade for us. But it's one we had to make eventually anyway. They get Lightning Axe for the Ravager. Suit it up and force them to use it. What's the... It's 5 on that to deal 3 damage to any target. Better than nothing. So, Lightning Axe. It's going to cost them 6 to not discard a card here, so at least we actually get kind of a 2-for-1-esque effect here. But we also take 3 from the Visionary at the same time, which is not ideal. Discards a mountain. Plenty of trash to throw away when they need to. And we go down 3. Could they run out of steam? Could we eventually draw a good card? One day we might find out. I'm just going to play the Seismic Elemental. I don't think we can really just make it that easy for Visionary to come through and hit us. We have taken a lot of their kind of kill big thing kind of cards away from them, so hopefully they've only got like 3 damage burn spells for the Elemental, so we can at least trade with the Visionary. That's my hope. That's my dream. Got nothing, is what you're telling me. Alright, land equip. So they didn't have a way of profitably killing Seismic Elemental, so they shouldn't have a way of profitably blocking Seismic Elemental either. That's the theory. And it seems to have worked out for me. To a certain extent. I mean, now they can sack Lightning Core Excavator if they want to kill the Elemental, which is perfectly fine by me. It leaves them essentially without a board state. And me with a draw 2 effect if they don't play a creature here that I can't kill off of a top deck. Lightning Strike not going at my face is also perfectly fine. Again, just don't play any creatures. Alright. Elemental. Suit him up. Got the Magma Jet to hopefully kill anything that could get through so we can start drawing our way out of this game. 4-1. Ooh. Now then, that makes me wish I had have just held up a Magma Jet. I can't let that through. I really can't. 3 is not a life total that you want to be at. Yeah, I made a mistake. I'm paying for it. Lots of mistakes in today's episode. Alright, opponent passes. We pass. So have we run out of creatures? Do they exist? Find out next year. That's not great. That is not great for us at all. 2 blockers. Two blockers and single target removal. You hate to see it. I can go down to 5. Can't go much lower than that, though. I was hoping I could get maybe a combat trick out of them where they tried to push for more damage. Instead, what we're going to do is we're essentially just going to Magma Jet to try and find a creature. That's all we need. This hand looks very good with a creature. Volcanic Geyser's good, but not in this scenario. Land is good, but not in this scenario. Going to 4. Instant speed removal, though, so we can take care of any hasty shenanigans that they might have had. Muxus. Clench your balls. Are you kidding me? All right. It's real bad. 2 damage to target creature. It's not a May. I thought they'd gotten rid of, what's his face? Flame Tongue Kavu, because it had the same effects. Weird. Alright, so finishing blow Muxus. Draw a creature or die. It's Gonti. Gonti's good. Okay, Gonti hits. Beginning of your end step, shuffles it into the library. I don't want that. A 2-1 or a 1-1. I'll take the 2-1. Play the 2-1. And have Alchemist's Gift open to gain a little bit of life. Gaining 3 up to 7 and profit blocking is very nice. Yep. Nothing I can do about that. No profit blocks for us anymore, but we are still going to gain the life. +1/+1. Lifelink. Good game to you too. Come on. Give me... You play an X2. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, so... Spitting Earth Goblin Commando. Can't draw a creature. They don't exist in my deck. Not a thing. Go to 1. Opponent can go wide and win unless we draw a sweeper, which we should be due to draw very soon. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. We're alive, sort of. You love to see pre-combat creatures being utterly punished. Alright, before they go to combat, just in case they've got something, let's X6 this. Pass the turn. Pass it. Pass it. Yes! No! Why? Stop it. I hate today. Jumpstart was not a good idea today. It really wasn't. This is the worst time to be jumpstarting. I just cannot seem to do anything. Yep, more lands. Great. I swear, recording Jumpstart is like pulling teeth today. It's so painful. It really is. I cannot handle the amount of horrible draws and extremely close games. It is doing my head in. It really is. We got time for one more, though. So let's go for one more. Alright. Another Grim Lavamancer hand with no mountains. I am so beyond caring at this point that I'm just going to keep this hand and we're going to move on. Is this it's not even a rogue. Couldn't be that good. It had to be a wizard. It's probably better being a wizard in fairness, but still, I hate it. Alright, so turn 2 Una's Blackguard into probably turn 3 Nocturnal Feeder, because if we get 4 mana, we can go straight Rogue's Gloves Equip Attack, which is arguably better. But that actually involves us drawing lands. Can we do it? Another lightning match, okay. And there's the Excavator. We can, but not only is it not a mountain, it's a tap land. Okay, so... yeah, I think we just equip him with Rogue's Gloves. Can this not block at all? It cannot block at all. Yeah, we're equipping with Rogue's Gloves here. and then just playing Lavamancer, unless we get a land, and then it's flashed Blackguard instead. So this is Wizard's Lightning, which is a great name for a deck, gotta say. Juggernaut. Oh, sorry, no, it's Artificers and Lightning. So this thing can't be blocked by walls, but attacks each combat if able. Alright, well, we are going to swing with it, because if our opponent doesn't block the Blackguard, they actually discard. So we draw, they discard. I don't think they realize that Una's Blackguard has text on it. Each creature without flying and each planeswalker. I could Magma Quake for 3. It would kill my Blackguard, though. Or should I just go for... I think I'd just go for Cyclops to block it, and Lavamancer. Force them to actually remove the Cyclops, which is about all it's good for. I hate this card. I really hate it. A creature that's forced to attack each combat if able is already a horrendous downside, so you've got to give me a real good reason to want to play a 3-mana 3/3 that kills itself. But it's not meant to be. Alright, so we're going to get in, and again, if they don't block the Blackguard, they discard here. Or kill it. They could also kill it. Or the Blackguard. Kill either one, to be honest. Probably more incentivized to kill the Blackguard than the... the Una's Blackguard than the Mass Blackguard. God, I hate when two cards have roughly the same name, and you end up just calling them the same thing over and over again. I'm sure I've confused all of you by going, yeah, the Blackguard attacking is very good. Love it when you draw the Blackguard. Alright, we're going to go with our Nocturnal Feeder, which is also a rogue that forces our opponent to discard a card when it is not blocked, and deals combat damage to our opponent. Weaver of Lightning. That is an issue, because that one does have reach. But it's a problem we can solve with our Magma Quake. And we're going to do that. Ooh, Alchemist's Gift. That is a better problem. A better solution, I think. Cast an instant or sorcery deals 1 damage to a creature an opponent controls. Yeah, and his Blackguard's already dead. Effectively. I guess I could put it on the Nocturnal Feeder and we get around that problem. So we swing, swing, swing. We don't swing with Lavamancer. That'd be a bad idea. Alright, so if they do play an instant or sorcery here, Una's Blackguard is on the chopping block for death. I think this is fine, honestly. Yeah, this is fine. So we don't draw, but they discard. It's the card advantage we really want at the end of the day, so... I just kind of want to keep Alchemist's Gifts open to keep the Blackguard alive. But now I could go Magma Quake X1 to deal with the Weaver of Lightning, and then Una's Blackguard can live on. And I can still hold open the gift. Yeah, that's okay. I get to keep most of my stuff alive through that line of play as well. This is more important than Lavamancer to me. Two damage to any target. Well, we hope that they go after the Nocturnal Feeder or the Blackguards. Yeah, so now we get to do +1/+1 to keep it alive. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we give it there. Opponent can't block with that. And we take the victory. Oh, nice clean win. Whew, time to de-stress. Alright, well that is going to do it for today's video and going to do it for Jumpstart. This is going to be the last video I actually get to do on this particular one. It was a slog, I've got to say. A slog, these last two videos, to get them out. They were just, I don't know, way more difficult than they needed to be, I suppose. Let's have a look and see if there's any dealy deals. Nope, nothing is on sale today. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, if you have enjoyed Jumpstart, I'd greatly appreciate it if you all show your support for the series by hitting that like button and subscribing if you haven't yet done so already, because we will be returning to Jumpstart later down the line. So if you do enjoy this format and you want a place to see this kind of content, then subscribing and hitting that bell is a great way to make sure that happens. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for supporting the series as long as you have as well. I'm glad you've enjoyed, if you have anyway, and I'll see you all when Jumpstart returns at some point in the unknown future. Take care, guys. Have a good day.